God, Jean, this is amazing.
Well, it's an exhibition, a second part of an exhibition we had a few years ago called The Long Tale of Clay, which is a celebration of 30,000 years of clay as a means of expression. These pieces are by Amanda Murphy, and she takes her inspiration from the landscape.
And from the sea, isn't it?
The sea, the landscape, and
yeah.
like the middle one is based on a ring fort.
What's that?
And she uses glass as well, and each one is different.
And who's this now?
The paintings are by Cora Cummins, who also does these beautiful little bowls.
Aren't they stunning?
Yeah, they're all hand built. She calls them her meditation, and they're not glazed, but there are lots of layers of washes, underglaze, and then finished with the gold leaf around, or the gold luster around the top.
They are stunning.
And then we go on to,
and these are just, and they're all built, they're hand built.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Laura's pieces are also hand built. They're based on cells, and she uses a black clay and white porcelain, and she draws on the cell-like structures. And then she also does little tiles. She does beautiful paintings of these.
God,
as well.
they're gorgeous, aren't they?
And
the colours are fab.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I'm probably not getting the but they'll know what you mean. Yeah. They're just fab.
And then these are her pen and ink drawings. The detail is incredible. And it's hard to video these because of the reflection.
But they're stunning.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. There's an awful lot of work went into that. Yeah. And patience.
And then here we have some of her bigger cell pieces. And here we are now back to...
Do you know, they're nearly like as if they were made of wood.
I know, yeah, they're
clay though, they're beautiful, yeah.
And then we have Amanda Murphy's bigger pieces. Again, Amanda Gas Fires.
Gas Fires, is it?
Yeah, I think she's the only gas fire.
Yeah. They're very beautiful. The colours in this are,
yeah,
you know, they're very...
You know, she's inspired by the sea, and actually quite a few people are inspired by the Irish landscape.
Isn't this beautiful, the vase?
Yeah.
Isn't it just stunning?
Yeah. And those are photographs of mine taken on my ceramic travels around the world.
Brilliant, yeah.
That's India.
So tell me a bit about that.
That's it's from the Bill people in Rajasthan. They're an indigenous tribe, and some of the people were helping us build a kiln, and I went up to their village. And this is from Romania. It was just a bit on the base of a building. I just thought it was really like an abstract painting.
Yeah.
And those are reflections of in a water hole in Australia.
Whoa, it's fab, isn't it?
I nearly fell out of the canoe. Out of the boat.
Oh, and now
you got to talk about these.
The main man himself, Charlie Mahon. Now, Charlie, white earthenware glaze. Don't ask me where he gets his ideas from, because I'll tell you.
I know.
They're just... But in fairness, I have to say he's a genius when it comes to manipulating clay, telling his story. He's like, with these pieces, take this one now, he's got a vessel, because it's an urn, right? So he's got a vessel, and he's got the lid that goes down on top of it, right? And he's telling one story of the people on the surrounds, if you can see that, right? And then you've got more people on the lid, and then you've got your man Havana Brown, I suppose, on the top, and he's like, I don't know, character, and they're all kind of, but for me, like this is kind of like as if he was over in you know, that he went travelling and he had chats with all these people, and this is him on his thing. And then you've got Sleeping Beauty.
Withdrew.
I know, he's just, yeah. And I love this one. I'd love to see more of these coming along, because I think, do you know, they're, if you did them a bit more friendly, Charlie, yeah. And then you've got Pope Pius here.
Yeah.
With more stories.
Yes, indeed.
You got the beautiful drawings, actually. Look at that there now. Anyway, Charles, well done. We shall see you in a while.
And then this is a retrospective of Freda Rupp. Freda was a friend as well as a very fine ceramic artist, and she died last year. Because she was in our first show, we wanted to include her in this. And her very good friend Felix Faulkner had this collection of her works, and she's lent it to us to show here and to remember her. And she was a lovely person.
And the shapes and the...
they're so refined and so pure.
Actually very pure.
Yeah.
These are beautiful as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, and this was some of her newer work. She was getting a little bit more, what's the word? I suppose more expressive, whereas these, you know, she was breaking out a bit.
But she was just trying something different, different form. Yeah.
And here we have Adele Stanley, and her sculptural pieces. She also does slip cast functional wear, but her sculptural pieces are based on mountains and contours and the space between it and.
Well, I suppose shadows would play with these as well, because you've got with a certain light, shadows fill up the space in between.
Yeah. And now we have Catherine Dobbin, and these are on porcelain tiles, and then this is one of her paintings, and she just uses the porcelain as a canvas in the same way she used the canvas. And it's a lake near her house down in Waterford, down in Ring.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, yeah, it's lovely. It's very subtle. And then we have Eileen Singleton's pieces.
Hello, Eileen.
Her wall pieces and her.
These are beautiful.
These, yeah.
And the colours are just
her surfaces.
amazing.
I'm incredibly jealous. She's got, she does these fantastic surfaces, and it makes me cry every time I see them, because I want to be able to do them.
Yeah, they're fab. They are really fab now.
Yeah, and here we have Vivian O'Malley, who lives down by the Copper Coast. Again, it's the sea. This palette is very much gorgeous. The sea.
Sorry, no, I'm afraid I'll bump into something behind me.
The palette is of the sea, erosion. Her pieces are thrown. We only have just growers.
Isn't that amazing there?
Yeah.
Did she take the cut it out, or is it made like that?
I don't know whether she rubs it away, because it looks very spontaneous.
Like that's. Sorry, no, I'm just trying to do the different textures, but they're amazing, aren't they? Yeah. They really are beautiful. Yeah. And who's this bowl over here?
And this is Marcus O'Mahony. He's the wood firer.
Fab.
He fires for usually around 48 hours in his wood kiln out in Glencairn.
So he has to actually...
Well, with wood firing, there's always a team of people.
That you'd have to keep it going, like,
Yeah, so there's a team involved in that. And these are his...
And they're all from the wood fire?
Yeah, they're all from the wood fire. He likes to...
look to shine off that is beautiful.
Sort of a contemporary take on Japanese tradition, really.
They are beautiful. Now, and what's this?
That's actually some tiles of mine.
Oh, they're lovely.
They're like, I was doing experiments with dry clay, glazes and slips. And they're sort of a seaside series.
Can I show them the ones inside my room? I love them. I just love them.
And then this is Eileen's. Now, unfortunately, the light, it's hard to get the light right.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
God, yeah. Really, really nice.
Now, and these are Catherine's. Catherine Dobbins.
I tell you now, lads, you're not seeing these as they are. They're fab.
Yeah, yeah. Each
so
one
delicate.
is hand. Oops.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and
stunning.
there's two, like a double seam. They're slip cast porcelain models. And
They are so
hand
pretty.
painted and.
Beautiful. And the work now that goes into patience that goes into them is just...
And this is one of her paintings.
Stunning.
Yeah.
In fairness now. Yeah.
And here in the middle we have Jackie D, practical potter.
Come here, and aren't the colours beautiful?
Yeah.
And the whole, the arrangement of them, everything. Yeah. Now we should be, I suppose, should be contemporary, not you know, but should be.
She's a functional potter. She trained with Stephen Pearce. She started off in interior design, and
yeah, she's got the eye. It's lovely.
And yeah, and they're lovely. Actually, a couple of them are missing because they sold already. Some of the green ones.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
beautiful. And
these are Paula Józiak. I was asking her how to pronounce her name. She's Polish. She trained in Wrocław in the Fine Art Academy. There are slip cast porcelain, and then they are pit fired.
Can I just look in?
Well, luckily there's nobody's ashes in there.
But aren't they beautiful?
Yeah,
and are they for carrying ashes?
Well, they could be.
They're
not, as she said, they're not waterproof because they're slip cast porcelain. They're fired to about 1080. To make them a bit stronger than just like to 1,000 for bisque, and then they're pit fired. And because it's porcelain, it still absorbs the.
And I love the way she's presenting them on the table. It's just very very clever.
Really well.
Very, very clever.
Yeah.
Now I do have to just show one thing here. Look at this. Look at these tiles. Jane Germain made these tiles. German. Oh, sorry, German. Is it German? Yeah. Sorry. And I cut that out. But aren't these fab? Aren't they absolutely fab? It's the colour, the vividness.
That was my COVID project.
Now.
And then the final pieces.
These are just, I'll have to stand back here because you can't really, you have to see the whole. This is an installation by Jane. Isn't it just amazing?
They're Radio Lara, it's called, and I did a residency or a symposium in Poland, and these, I made the molds there in a factory, and I brought them home, and I've used them in different configurations of the.
They're beautiful.
They're slip cast porcelain.
And what gave you the inspiration for this design? It's like space.
Yeah, well, it's sort of a reflection, and I just start at one end and do the top one, and then reverse it for the black.
Now I'm just going to go back out here so that they get the full effect. It's just like, it's beautiful. Really is beautiful.
And then the final one is a series of wall pieces based on illustrations by Haeckel, who was a German, polymath. He did everything.
I'll start with the lowest one.
His illustrations are well known. A lot of artists use them, and my challenge is to sort of interpret them. They're not exactly.
And what are these made out of?
These are hand-built in white, actually super white raku clay and another clay mix that I make into a paper clay.
Cool. Geez, Jane, there's an awful lot of time goes into these.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. Sometimes halfway through I'm thinking, what am I doing?
So right, we'll just have a quick run around. So Amanda Murphy there. And here we have
That's Cora Cummins.
Cora Cummins, and I'll tell you, Cora,
again.
actually, I'll just take a quick look from here maybe, just to envision.
Yeah, because we've been around.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Honest to God, it really is now. It's just so.
Well, we're very lucky with the space.
The space is, it's
absolutely
fabulous. I mean, I'd love to live here. Wouldn't you? If this was your living room.
Over, it was a living space, and the landlord just ripped everything out and made us a gallery.
Well, you should get down on your bended knees to the landlord and say thank you, because he's just... No, because this will, please God, when we all get out of these COVID times, it'll become a go-to.
Yeah.
You know, a gallery. Yeah. It's just
because, I mean, we signed the lease on the 1st of March.
Now.
So, we signed the lease on the 1st of March, so we were shut for 3 months before we could actually open in June. And then we were open for 20 weeks. And then we're shut again for the 6 weeks, and hopefully we can open in December and people will come and look at this selection of work.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, this is just amazing. And this is Jean.
Yes.
Signing off.
And thank you, Elle Marie.